So how do you finally burn a DVD that you can watch at home and use as a backup? Well, it's pretty simple because we're using the same files that we dragged and dropped over to the playback department for showing on our channels. So inside of your same transfer folder here, you should have an audio file and a video file for each particular project if you've exported using compressor. So these two here are the ones that I'm going to want to import into Toast. Let's just go ahead and open up Toast Titanium down in the dock. And so all you have to do is hit the Add button down here, select your transfer folder, and find those same two files. Or you can just drag and drop from the Finder window overlaid on top of Toast if you'd like to do it that way too. So I actually imported both of them, and I didn't need to because it automatically takes the audio with the video. So just go ahead and import the video. In this case, I'm just going to delete the song. It considered the audio track a song for whatever reason. Another thing you want to make sure is just that DVD video is selected here, and that's just so that it is going to play in any kind of standalone DVD player. Down in the bottom left corner, you can choose whether or not you want menus. I think it's a little bit silly to have a menu on a DVD for just one clip here, so I'm just going to choose no menus. But if you want to do something like this, just choose a theme. And you can select this picture over here in order to get a better idea of what that's going to look like. Your clip will be in the middle here, your theme is on the outside, and you can put some custom text in there. In the same window, you can give a name for your disc in case somebody pops your DVD into a computer, for instance. It'll pop up on the desktop with that name there. For now, I'm just going to call this Art Spark Promo and hit OK. But I don't actually want my menu, so I'm going to take that off. Autoplay disc on insert, it's a good idea to check that, otherwise you'll probably just get a black screen and you'll have to hit play on the remote in order to get it to work. Automatic encoding set to best is a really good idea. If this is set anywhere lower than that, it's really not going to compare to your uncompressed footage off of the camera. And finally, we can just hit the burn button down here in the bottom right corner. One thing you want to keep in mind is the speed at which the burner is writing your disk. So in this drop down here, you can choose between a very low speed or a very high speed. The problem is if you are spinning really slowly, then you could potentially overburn the data on that disk. And so you might get some bad artifacts or errors, things like that, in various DVD players. Whereas at 16x speed, if you're going too fast, it's spinning too fast, you could underburn the data, and that could result in the same sort of errors. So somewhere in the middle, 8x, 12x is usually your best bet to make it most compatible and as error-free as possible. And also you can choose how many copies you want right here. So I'll just hit record, and it's just going to prompt me to insert a blank disc. If you don't have any DVDs, you can buy DVD-Rs from our equipment room for $1 a pop. So just pop those in, it'll go through its process, and then it'll make a really loud ding noise and spit it out when it's ready to burn the next copy.